So many ladies wanting to get this off their chest. They say the media is sexist. Lucky for us, there's a test. So it needs to have two women. This movie, book, play, it can have hundreds of dudes, but at least two ladies in the frame. These guys can be anything. Macho, funny, smart, strong, ready to save the world, but somewhere along the journey we need to break for these girls. It doesn't matter what they're doing. They can be flitting around naked, cooing about the men so bold and brave. They can be getting rescued. Our heroes need someone to save. And so you've got your two named women. Oh, that's the other thing. They need to have names, like actual human beings. I know it sounds strange. They need to be named in the credits. Characteristics won't do. No racehorse monikers like Crazy Mom, Bimbo Stripper, Girl with the Tattoo. So two different women with two different names. Well, I suppose technically the name could be the same, but that might get confusing, and then we'd just be back to superficial labels like Blonde Susie or Slutty Jen. So if you're looking to pass the test, different names are best. And each of these women needs to talk, needs to have an actual line of dialogue. No giggling, moaning, and crying don't count. They need to say actual words, preferably in a language the audience understands. I know, it's absurd. But wait, there's more. These lines of speech spoken by women with names must be spoken to each other. Stop me if this sounds insane. Two women with names on screen talking to each other. A conversation. About anything. It can be about shopping, horoscopes, shoes, their periods, or pedicures, cooking, the weather, Twilight, astrophysics, anything whatsoever. Except a man. That's right. The conversation cannot be about a man. These two women are speaking to each other, and at no point do they mention men, not as a general category, nor any specific man. Can you imagine such a thing? I'm not sure I can. What else is there to talk about? But assuming these ladies find themselves in conversation with one another and can both resist the urge to bring up their husband, father, or brother to discuss what is undoubtedly the most fascinating and influential topic in their lives, replacing it with something surely silly, inconsequential, or mundane, what else would you find in a female brain? Then this story has in fact passed the Bechdel test. It isn't sexist, folks, so we can give it a rest and watch these empowering femmes on screen. But when half of movies fail such simple criteria, I'd say the bar is pretty low. Just think about all the places female-friendly media could go. The test doesn't care who these girls are or what they say. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, Hispanic, fat, thin, or gay. Chances are they're able-bodied, fit the conventionally beautiful mold. It's rare enough in the media to see someone impoverished or old, and the most significant part of their character will have to do with their sexuality. There's the wholesome virgin, the damaged, vicious slut, the overwhelmed, unfulfilled mother and wife, or the career-driven single gal who just needs a man in her life. And it's because these women's stories and identities are so intimately linked to their relationships with the opposite sex that it makes us think that it fits the feminist bill when two women can, some way, somehow, find it in them to resist talking about a man.